Okay, this is the situation at the end of the first turn of the Third Age. If we look at the main things that have been going on, Austria have had a fantastic turn. They really have. They had a network of alliances and marriages throughout Germany anyway, but they finally got a couple of decent subjugate cards which enabled them to vassalise Munich and Dresden. So they've also slightly shored up their position as the Holy Roman Empire. And as I say, that's their best turn so far. They're sort of creeping up the scoring track. They're not that far off the leaders now. If we look at what's happening in terms of the Ottomans have actually done something this time successfully. They've decided we've got to be aggressive now. It doesn't matter that we're short on money. We'll have to take loans and things. We've got to start taking some territory and achieving some missions. So they managed to conquer this state in Wallachia there. So that, apart from that, they didn't do a great deal, but that's good progress for them. They're still suffering from awful stability problems, and they had some attempts at trade again, and the trade is just useless. These nodes they've got are useless for trading at the moment. Got the Spanish had an attempt to seize control of this remaining bit of North Africa here, but we were unable to do it. We lost all our troops, so that's going to end up as a white peace. So that was a bit of a disaster. Apart from that, I can't say that the Spanish have achieved anything this particular turn. We've got the British. The British they've got by far the strongest economy and the most stable state. They're gradually shifting outwards to create a trade empire. They managed to put a colony into the Cape of Good Hope. They've got ships now out into the East African coast. They'll be looking at starting colonies in like India and stuff soon. Generally, they are trailing the Spanish slightly, but they are a seriously powerful nation in terms of naval power, and they're in a pretty good position in terms of their colonies in America as well. They've also got some colonies in Africa. West Africa there. If we look at France have been plagued by Huguenot rebellion here in this Brittany-Normandy area, but they've been engaged in a war with Antwerp, where they've got control of half of Antwerp. They'll probably end up just annexing that. I'm not sure about this, how that's going to work out as a bot piece. In terms of Poland haven't done a great deal either. You know, they had some rebellions in western Ukraine and eastern Ukraine, which they've managed to suppress. They had a card, but it wasn't really theirs. It was it didn't do them any good, the Polish card. So a fairly quiet turn, but some of the nations are beginning to flex their muscles now. They're starting to think, well, we could seriously take some of this empty space on the board. There's very little empty space, as I've discussed now. There's areas you can take in Italy, Switzerland. A lot of this stuff's Holy Roman Empire. Can't really do anything with that. And it's probably about time some of these nation states started thinking about wiping out some of these medium-sized MPRs. And that's it.